Greetings YouTube, and welcome to a video that I am very excited to make because it really is a video that you all, the subscribers, specifically a couple of subscribers that I have communicated with over the past several weeks and even months, have brought to my attention in a way that makes me very excited to give you an idea of what will take your Alliance War attack specifically to the next level. You see, traditionally in the game over the past year, ever since Blade was introduced into the contest and Stark Spidey last summer was introduced, and Ghost Rider's been around longer than them, but he hasn't been around forever. Definitely been around about as long as Nick Cage's resurgence of his acting career, though that still has yet to be seen, as he is believed to be a national treasure. But we got Blade here, right? Blade is traditionally the best champion in the game, and it's really because of a combination of things, right? His mystic slaying ability, when you've got that Ghost Rider synergy and you attack villains with the villain tag, you lower their abilities greatly, and you also have that insane regeneration where under 70% health, you basically have infinite regen just by converting power, and I would be a hypocrite and a liar if I told you that I still didn't think Blade was the best champion in the game, and it will be very hard to ever dethrone Blade. And even though my Ghost Rider is not where my Blade is, my Ghost Rider is unawakened, and he is only at rank 4, you still know that Ghost Rider has an incredible amount of regeneration potential as well, even unawakened. And then, of course, he can nullify and he can stop all buffs from happening with his Special 3, Power Drain, Special 2, so on and so forth. And then the man that has haunted me, even though he's really not a man yet, he's kind of just a teenager, right? Stark Spidey, the guy I only have as a 4-star rank 5. The man, the myth, the legend, Stark Spider-Man, someone that has eluded me now for over 70 attempts, 700,000 5-star shards. I shake my head every time I say that out loud, and yet it's true, right? It's the world that we live in. So this is the holy triumvirate of Spider-Man, Stark Enhanced, Blade, and Ghost Rider. But I am here to tell you that in the current iteration of Alliance War, there is a holy triumvirate that has been brought to my attention that is far better for so many nodes, specifically in those upper tier Alliance Wars that I don't even want to touch with a 100-foot pole. I hate Alliance War. Anyone who watches my channel knows that I detest Alliance War. I don't see how people can have so much fun spending thousands of units a month on boost just to win an Alliance War. That's why Gold 1 for me is perfect, because I can take my Blade and I can take my skills and I can take my Iceman and Hyperion, etc., and I can do major damage without really having to use many, if any, boosts at times, and saving all boosts and units for the future. So that is my preaching point. I still think Gold 1 is the perfect alliance for most upper tiers who are burnt out of Alliance War but still want some kind of awesome rewards like 5-star shards. But I digress, because I digress into talking about one of the best champions in the game. This is somebody that I have been blessed to pull as a 5-star. He did not avoid me nearly as much as Stark Spidey has, and we know that Void, especially Awaken with a high signature ability, turns regeneration into degeneration and really helps with things like masochism, but more than that, just instant regeneration issues. Nodes like Iron Man Infinity War, where you know you're going to have trouble even without that regeneration station. But Void has a couple of weaknesses, and one of the weaknesses he has is that he can't regenerate, and that's why I always thought, well, Blade's probably a much better champion overall than Void ever will be, even though I get that Void has some utility that Blade never will. But that is why the first member of our new Alliance War Holy Trinity really benefits from our second member, who I only have as a 4-star, but I still can show this incredible synergy. Killmonger, when he came out, I was thinking to myself, this guy's going to be really great, but maybe not the best. Still really good. Maybe somebody like Angela or Ultron, somebody who has so much value in the game, Hawkeye, but just is missing that little bit of extra utility to make him truly one of the best. But my goodness gracious, this professor has humbly had to be wrong in so many ways. Killmonger is arguably a top 5 champ, certainly a top 10 champ. And when you think about the synergy with Void, it just ratchets every value up a notch. Check out the Killmonger synergy. First of all, if Vibranium armor is active, Killmonger has a 35% chance to purify a debuff after a 0.5 second delay and then instantly regenerate 4% health per debuff. Now that may not sound like a lot, but when you are fighting someone who has stacks and stacks and stacks of debuffs, you instantly regenerate your health incredibly quickly. And speaking of regenerating health, Void, that one weakness that I just discussed about not regenerating health, completely goes away. And again, you might say to yourself, 1% health, that's really not a lot. But over the course of an Alliance War fight, when you especially back off of the opponent after spamming a special one so that their regeneration turns to degeneration, and you're regenerating health while inflicting those intimidating debuffs, you're just guaranteeing yourself that you won't have to use those crazy expensive Alliance quest or Alliance War potions and eventually revives. But it doesn't stop there. Now, I will say that the biggest weakness of this video is the fact that I do not have a 4 or 5 star Sabretooth. I have been hunting for him as well, but I don't have him. And I don't know if I've ever been more wrong about a champ, and trust me, I've been wrong about a lot of things. When I've created over 600 MCOC videos, and despite my best attempts, there's going to be some trash videos out there. There's going to be stuff that I look back on and I'm like, man, I deserved all the hate and all the trolls in the world for this video because I was just wrong and I look like an idiot. And one of those was a while back. If you search the archives of my channel, I felt that Kabam had really missed the mark on Sabretooth, specifically because I didn't understand, and in this way I guess I still don't understand, why a champion that has razor sharp claws doesn't inflict automatically the kind of bleed damage that, say, a Black Panther Classic would, or a Wolverine, or an X-23. I'm not saying that he should be remarkably better than those champs, but he should at least be on par with those. And so, to a certain extent, I still don't understand why Sabretooth was not created with that ability. But with that being said, Sabretooth has so much amazing potential and so many great positive strengths to him that I underestimated from that one criticism that really wasn't fair to the Kabam developers or to my YouTube audience in general. Now, we shall see that even though this is just a 3-star and certainly not nearly as powerful as others, we can still at least check out the Killmonger synergy, and we will notice that there's a plus 30% power rate when hitting opponents that are suffering from a debuff. So this goes on and on and on about the fact that debuffs for Void and for Killmonger and for Sabretooth, which are so common on so many difficult paths in Alliance War, make these champions even more godlike than before, from regeneration to power control to power gain, to even shutting down, of course, debuffs and converting them into degeneration like Void. It's just truly amazing, and I have seen enough videos from subscribers and friends in the lineup that have sent me, especially like the Killmonger and the Void synergy with the regen, where you have somebody that just destroys a really, really powerful champion that would kill most people instantly, and at the same time, they regenerate more health at the end of the fight than when they started. You can't get better than that, and quite simply put, as much as I love Blade and Ghost Rider and Stark Spidey, that combination cannot say that they will do that. They have some major weaknesses when it comes to Alliance War, and this is why, if you are someone who is serious about progressing in the game and you don't want to spend thousands of units on potions and revives and boosts, I'm not saying you shouldn't still do that to a certain extent, because no matter how well you play, there are going to be times where you have to boost up, especially in those Master and Platinum brackets. But for the average player like myself, who's just looking to have fun and not stress and not have this feel like a second job, you're going to want to create the kind of Holy Trinity, the Holy Triumvirate, that, because you're only limited to 3 attackers in Alliance War, right? That you can pretty much face any node with the confidence that you're going to wreck people. Because I don't know about you, but I love going in and just destroying someone with a champion. That's why I play this game. That's why I love it so much. When you know that your skill is complemented by the design of a champion, especially a synergy team champion, that is incredible. And you can see that Sabretooth in this still inflicts a debuff, reducing the opponent's ability accuracy by 100%. for 0.7 seconds. This allows so many things to happen that are positive when you're fighting opponents that their ability accuracy is exactly why they are so hard to fight. So I just want to say thank you to everyone, and there have been plenty, especially the first person who brought this to my attention, my good friend Butters, for making this video possible, because this is not something that I would have ever tried on my own. And this is also why I don't care if you're a college professor or you're just a middle school student trying to get by that really annoying pre-algebra class, right? You're going to want to open your mind up to the fact that you don't know everything and that you can learn from people who are much smarter than yourself. And that's why I love having a YouTube channel, because the comments and the commenters are often so smart that I learn more from you all than you ever could learn from me. And I appreciate your feedback time and time again. I have grown so much, and I hope in a year I'll look back on my YouTube channel at this moment and I'll say, man, I thought I'd grown so much, and I had such a long way to go. Because the minute you think you've stopped growing as a human being, as an intellectual, as a gamer, is the minute you've become such a huge, tremendous douchebag that you should probably just strongly re-examine your life, tool. And with that being said, I hope you've enjoyed this video. Remember, if you want to attack so many amazingly difficult paths in Alliance War, you're going to want to get Void and Killmonger and Sabretooth as high of stars as possible. Obviously, the dream's to have them as 6 stars, though it is so hard to get the materials right now needed to rank up a 6-star champion that, I don't know, maybe 565 5 stars are the way to go. Even rank 4 5 stars would still be an incredible team, even in the top difficulty of the tiers of Alliance War. But regardless, I hope you learned something. I could go on and on forever, but I don't want this to be a 20-minute video, so I hope this has given you just a preview of the new Holy Triumvirate of Alliance War. I'm excited about posting this video, hearing your feedback, and as always, thank you so much for supporting my channel. Have a wonderful day, and remember, when in doubt, be patient in this game, because there are champions like Sabretooth that sometimes you think at the beginning, maybe they're just going to be a little bit above average. And then like Profhoff here, you turn out to be totally 100% humiliated, wrong, and dare I say, humbled.